to episode 68 of my quest to play Norway perfectly on Geoguessr. And that is, I attempt to play maps of each and every single one of Norway's 356 communes to a Geoguessr score of 25,000 points each. Today we have made it to Nord-Fron. Nord-Fron sits in the middle of southern Norway. We've had a few communes in the area already. And so this one straddles the middle part, I'd say, of the Gudbrandsdal Valley, which stretches all the way from Lillehammer and up to Dombås. It also covers part of this valley system here and some mountain resorts over here. We also have the E6 running through, and hopefully we won't be stuck on that for long. But I kind of fear the look of this thing. That could be, well, tricky. I've only traveled through on the E6, so this is not a place I'm familiar with, so it should all be pretty new to me. But first, let's have a look at some facts about Nord-Fron commune. Okay, Nord-Fron or Northern Fron. Let's have a look how it looks. Well, we have got something that looks rather autumny, or even, well, actually I would say this is quite spring-like, like very, very, very early spring. And it's a gravel road or dirt road. The southwest. Doesn't look very promising, and northeast is going up. Oh, actually this is quite promising. So going up to a barrier on the Per Gynt Mountain Farm Road. Now where's that again? Now which of the roads is that? I think it's probably part of that road. Yes. So could this be the spot where it actually starts? Let's see, and it goes in a circle, sort of. So let's see if I can identify the other starting point for it, which would probably be down there. But okay, let's have a look at this place. So was there a crossroads down here? The road is bending the right way, but no, this doesn't look right, does it? No. Let's see, if I go through the barrier, what will I see? No, I'm not coming up to this crossroads that... Oh, wait a minute, maybe I am. No, definitely not. Okay, so this is not this bit of the road, so it must be somewhere else. And it came down here. So let's see. For this place, for instance. Wouldn't discount that place. Let's see. So we got some buildings just next to us here. This is kind of a bit tricky to figure out. Let's see. I don't. Let's see. It says that wasn't easy to read, was it? Resswegen, and that takes us to something I can't read. No, cannot read. But the Resswegen, that ought to be possible to find, shouldn't it? Well, it's not here, that's for sure. And I'm not even sure that was supposed to be up here either. So this is a tricky one you got for me now. This is a very tricky one you got for me now. And there could of course be other mountain roads as well. So yeah, this one is tricksy. And let's see. Resswegen. Well, it looks like the trees are thickening here. There's another mountain road going to a mountain lodge called, is it Sulseter? Okay, and this road is called, okay, so here's a lodge called the Danish Cabin. Limovnvägen. Okay. Wait. Let's see. So could we be down here? The Danish Cabin, and here's Sulseter. But didn't that road go in the other direction? Well, no matter, let's see. I have a suspicion we're down here. Yes, we are. This is the place. So then we need to find a way back to, so this would be the Resswegen, wouldn't it? Let's find a way back to, and we're gonna go there. So I can pay attention to the things on the way. So I am climbing up the hill. There's the Resswegen, which is that one. And then we go on. And we come around a slight bend. Yes, that would be this one. We go into a major bend. And we find these houses here. Okay, let's see, where were we in relation to them? There we are. Okay. So, standing perpendicular to the road, we're looking between those two and that. Which should be those two, I think. We've just started the bend. Yeah. So I would say we're here. Let's go with that. Good. Another mountain road. And we're on a bridge. That's good. It's a gravel road. Vinsterfossen, Slangenseter. So Slangen is... Let's see, Jotunheimwegen and... Does it say Slangsli? Yes. Okay, so now we're on the opposite side of the valley. We are somewhere up here, aren't we? Excuse me. So Slangen is... Ah, here we are. Here's the river we have been crossing. We're looking northwards. And we are just shy of the riverbank. And... well, actually quite close to that, so... let's put it there. Yeah. Bullseye. Nice. And we're on the E6 last. But at least we got that thing, and fortunately also a building as a guide. So it should be possible to pinpoint this as well. Okay, so we are on the E6 and we are running on the western side of the valley. So that should put us somewhere between here and here. Oh, I wasn't aware that I built a tunnel there. So, wait a minute. Northeast. What? So, well, that's... so that could mean, actually it could mean that we are on the 255. Was I that wrong? Well, I might well have been. In that case, going northeast / eastwards should be the best direction, I think. 60 zone. Been running a 60 zone for a while. So yeah, this is definitely not the Gudbrandsdal Valley. This is most likely this one. The question is where. So we're coming up to a viaduct. Okay, that's interesting. And what does it say? I think it says something about Kvikne. So now it says Kvam. Right. But this doesn't look to be... no. Okay, confusion still reigns as to where we are. Then we're coming up to a railroad. Okay, so like... what? So are we on the E6 after all then? Have I managed to so utterly confuse myself? Wouldn't be the first time, but this road doesn't really lead anywhere. Let's see. Train passing. No, so that's the E6 that we're now running parallel to, and there's a big bridge over there, which I guess might be this one. But what road are we running on? That's something I can't... Can't square this circle quite yet. So that... Yeah, this starts to make more sense now. This is probably where we are. This could well be where we are. So... Yeah, let's just have a look. Let's just follow the road a little longer. What does it say? It says Kvam. Here's Kvam. Okay, and do we see the junction number? Junction 94. There we are. Okay, so we are on this road. Okay. I was way, way, way off. And then it starts going northeast, but... How? Even? Northeast and southwest? How does it do that? Oh yeah, of course we're on this bit. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh my word, I'm slow. So let's see, we might be here, so if I go around that bend, what will I see? I see another bend coming up. Yeah, we're most likely here, I think. Now we got another 2 access roads going up like so. Yes. This is the place. This is the time to look for the future. Now, which of the houses is this? I would say it's that one. No. No, 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 no. That one. But not sure I can see that building, but I think this is a pretty good one. So we'll go with that. 6 meters away. Okay, cool. Number 4. Looks like a mountain road. And late fall, early winter. Northeast. Got some mountains over there. So let's go for northeast for now. See if we can find any sort of vantage point. Oh, well, that's lucky that I didn't go the other way. Volstammen for Golo. Okay, right. This should be possible to find. So Golo is here. And Fairfoot is there. So I have a feeling this is where we are. Let's head back to a little close to this lake, aren't we? But the lake kind of looks consistent with what I'm seeing here. And the direction is northeast. And we are equidistant for Fefur and Golo. I'm fairly sure this must be right. Something called Lake Dreams. What on earth is that? Yeah, this must be the place. So we haven't quite started on this bend yet. And we're very close to the lake. Looks like it's been raining quite a lot. I'm wondering if we are all the way down there. If I do a little check up here, we have that road going off to the side. This is easily missable though. Let's see. So this would be that bit. And then we immediately move on to the river. That means this should be a fairly good placement, I think. Indeed it was. Final one, and this one should be quite doable. Crossroads up there. Let's see if we can find the name of the street. Baksidevegen, so the backside road. Let's see. So are we on the E6 or some other road here? No. Which community is this then? Brubakken and Leinebakken, Brendevegen. Are we in Kvam proper? Yes, we are. So this was... which road was this again? Was it called Brubakken or what was it called? Yep, Brubakken. So we are on this road. And the houses are misaligned. That's not nice. I think this is probably this road. Meaning that if I plonk the pocket down there, that should be pretty good. That bridge is the railroad. We've got to go for that. 6 meters away. And we have bested Nord-Fron commune. Nice. That was actually quite simple. The first one took a little while, but the others were quite easy. Nice. Okay, that is episode 68 in the box. Check in tomorrow and see what episode 69 has in store for us. Until then, bye-bye.